Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and welcome back to another Dark Park Film Reviews. And today my guest is
the notorious OGP. I will wreck your town. I am notorious, so be warned.
underscored too.
Oh, man.
Underscored. And
That's sorry, that's because that matches my Instagram name.
That makes sense then. So we are here today because we are going to be talking about 20 horror films to watch on Halloween. We have 10 each. They can be any format, does not matter. And neither one of us knows what the other person picked. So these are basically going to be, like 20 horror films that we recommend that you can watch on Halloween. And so I chose to pick more obscure movies, except for one. We are not including any of the John Carpenter like Halloween type movies. So none of that entire thing is not included. So,
any of them?
Any of them.
Can you give me a couple minutes, John?
Why do you actually have?
No, I'm kidding. I kid. Ha ha.
I kid.
Ha ha. Ha
ha. So that's basically it. That's why we're here. I asked OGP if he would like to do something on Halloween. He said that he has family coming into town. And then you suggested, hey, what if we just did a video about, together where we could recommend movies for people to see? And it was just like, that is a good idea. So let's do that. So do you want to start us off with your first one?
Sure.
And then I'll do one, then you do one, then I do one.
Okay. So I went through my collection and just started looking for movies, and I had a good idea of a couple that I definitely wanted to include. And then, so I just kind of went through and started looking, and then that gave me a few, but then I have, like, last year on my channel, I think I did like 50 movies to watch at Halloween. So yeah, which it was like any movie I had that I thought you could watch at Halloween. There it was. So I just talked about them. And that was some of the basics, like Nightmare Before Christmas, that you could watch that at Halloween. That's not in my stack. I thought I would go with more kind of like a darker horror, things that I really enjoy. And so I did go kind of through my list and just looked at different things and spent some time thinking about this. And these are not all necessarily Halloween movies, but good movies, I think, to watch on Halloween is how I started. And so the first one I've got here is new to me because of some confusion of John and I had on a recent video, and that's The Children.
Oh.
And so after watching this, now it's little kids. We think of little kids trick-or-treating and stuff. Now this is not that, but these are evil little kids out to kill people. And they do it in a fun way, unlike Children of the Corn, which is boring and painstaking. But this was a fun movie. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it is a good watch if you're looking for something kind of dark and scary and fun on Halloween. So The Children, this is the Vinegar Syndrome release. The film came out in 1980. It's 93 minutes long. And it's about these kids that get like this virus thing or whatever, and then they touch the adults, do things to the adults and kill them. So kind of scary. Whole school bus goes missing. They can't find them. Turns out something bad happened in town. So don't want to give away everything if you decide to go watch The Children for Halloween.
Yeah, I enjoyed that film. I liked it quite a bit. I've seen it a couple times. So that's one that I need to add to the collection. So this is my really only mainstream one, and I think that it's kind of obvious of why I'm picking this one. I could watch it on Halloween. I could watch it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, because I do watch End of the World movies on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And that would be the original Night of the Living Dead. I think that you can watch this really anytime. This is the Criterion edition, so it's got like a ton of stuff on it. It's got a nice little kind of slip jacket here, and so it comes with a poster and all that. But this is the original 1968 version. I picked Criterion because it's crystal clear, which I don't think is the way that you should watch these. You should watch this film as crappy as you can, to give it more of a documentary type of look. But this does have everything on it, audio commentaries and everything. So I love this film. It's my, depending on the day, my first or second favorite movie ever made. So
nice. Criterion always puts out a great product. Whether you like the film or not, there's always going to be a good, usually like a booklet in there with some pictures and some, stories about the film, and, some good bonus content as far as audio commentaries or behind the scenes, stuff like that. So you can never go wrong with a Criterion, even though, maybe Night of the Living Dead, maybe you don't want to watch it in Ultra HD, but that is still a great item to have in a collection right there.
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. And it's a little too crisp. I mean, there's a couple of times where you can see something as an effect, but with a crappier version, it's harder to point that out. So, but so this is my first one. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should. Even the remake is pretty good, but the original will always be the best one.
Nice, great choice.
Thank you.
Next one, which is also not directly a Halloween movie. This is on many people's lists of one of the scariest movies of all time. And it is an absolute great movie. I could have included the sequel here, but I did not. The sequel's good, but it's not on this level. And that's Sinister.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking for a very scary movie, which Halloween time, we love scary stuff. That's, the reason for the season is to get scared. And so I thought Sinister was a great choice. So and I've got the Blu-ray here, which, the artwork is, essentially the same on the slip to the case itself. Some special features and stuff, but this is definitely, if you've not seen Sinister, this is definitely a good one to check out if you're looking for a really intense, scary movie.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. I mean, it's a good film.
I love to see how twisted and dark the human mind can get, and so I love disturbing movies.
Okay, yes, you do. So my next one, and out of these, that includes Night of the Living Dead and stuff, I did try to find the best copies that I could. Even though some of these I own on Blu-ray, some I own on DVD, some I own both. So this one you and I just watched recently. It was a first-time watch for you, probably like 100th watch for me. And so I'm recommending Final Exam.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep, that's a good one.
Yep, and this is the Scream Factory edition of it. So I own like one or two other versions of this. But you and I recently just watched this over at my place. I love this film. If you want a Halloween clone, but it takes place at a college, this is it. So I thought that this was really good. It's got some good special features on it with audio commentary and things. But it's a slow burn like Halloween. Yeah. But and it was made, I think, like 1980, if I remember, 81. And so it's like right after Halloween. So I highly recommend Final Exam any way that you could really find it. But Blu-ray is probably the best. So
it's a nice copy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. The next one, I do get I have one. Well, no, a couple more. The further I'm going down my stack here, the more into actual Halloween films I'm going to get. But the next one here, Halloween, we think of costumes, we think of craziness, goofiness, scary situations. I also personally tend to think of like Halloween, like festivals or carnivals and things like that. So I thought the Funhouse is a great one to watch on Halloween. and you know, and this is Toby Hooper, right? You know, if you don't, who wouldn't know? But I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, Toby Hooper. There, this is a great film. It's a wild. It's an adventure. It's not a slow burn. It's action, craziness, but at a fun house with, you know, like, you know, crazy carnival characters and stuff. So, and it's pretty intense and it's pretty scary. So, it's definitely a good, fun one to watch. Like, you know, if you're getting together in a group and you want to watch Sinister, I'm like me and maybe like one other person sitting down, turning off the lights and watching this movie. This may be a fun one to watch, like with a group. If you're having like a little party or something, this is a good movie like that.
Okay. Yeah. Funhouse is a good one. So yeah, it's weird that they never ever attempted to do a sequel, because they even named the killer the Barker. So, and he's pretty cool looking when you get to see what he looks like. So yeah, I'm surprised that there's only one Funhouse, or the Funhouse.
Sometimes it's good to leave well enough alone.
True. Yeah. That is true. So. My next one is my favorite Bela Lugosi film. And you might think, oh, Dracula. Nope. It is The Devil Bat.
Oh, okay.
So this is public domain. I think that you could easily see this pretty much anywhere. This is during Lugosi's decline. This is Kino Classics, so Kino Lorber, and it's got some decent stuff on it, some decent extras. But the thing with this is that it's a revenge movie. He's a scientist who creates a perfume. He sells it to a company who basically just pays him some money, and that's it. And they make a fortune off of this, and he doesn't. So he feels that he got betrayed, that that he should have more money. So what he does is that he takes these little bats and he puts them into a machine and he hangs them upside down and throws a switch, and electricity hits, cut back to him, cut back to the bat. And then the bat is huge. It's like the size of like a dog, and it's big. And then what he will do is he'll go out and take the perfume and he'll touch somebody with it. He'll be like, oh, look, this is new. Try this. And then the bat knows the scent. So he'll release the bat through the attic window, and the bat attacks and kills the person.
Okay.
And there's people investigating it and all that type of stuff. This was brought up in a book that I read. I have no idea what the title of it is, but it was like a comparison book, where it's compared Outbreak, that Dustin Hoffman movie, to Devil Bat. And it said that Outbreak is completely incorrect. Like it's, you know, scientifically, it is so horribly wrong. But because they gave out so much information about the virus and all that type of stuff, that it's wrong. So he compared it to Devil Bat, saying Devil Bat could happen, because there is no explanation. He just takes the bat, puts it in the machine, throws the switch, electricity, Devil Bat is big, lets him fly out the window. Yeah. Because he doesn't explain how he does it, you can't say he can't.
Sometimes less is more, and the less information you gave, the more plausible the story is.
Yeah. And I really, really like this film. I've seen it several times. I did a film back in college called Burtonstein, which is about a killer Burt doll. That's basically, it's because of this movie as I wanted to make that film. So, yeah, this is, and actually got a poster for it right up there. Big poster of Devil Bat right up there. So, nice. Yeah. So, and this is Blu-ray, which is nice. So it looks really good. It says it's a HD restoration from the archival film Elements. There are 2 sequels. There's one called Devil Bat's Daughter that was made a few years after this. And then a friend of mine, Ted Mooring, I think is how you say his last name. He did a film within the last few years called Revenge of the Devil Bat.
Okay.
So there are 3 of them, all nice. 3 films, but 2 sequels. So yeah, this is really good. 1940 is when this was made. Yeah. Way before we were born. Way before. Not much though.
Way before me, anyways.
Oh, how dare you? I know I have gray, but please.
Here's a movie. Okay, here's a movie that we were both born for, but not by much. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And it's not the cover with the mask and the pitchfork and stuff, and thinking of scarecrows and stuff like that. Very Halloween feel. This story, it's not like kids out trick-or-treating. This is more of a town going crazy because something bad happened, and they're kind of on a manhunt to find this guy that they think is responsible. And it's this town losing its mind, which we see a couple different times in different John Carpenter Halloween franchise movies, a town losing their mind and going on a manhunt. So there's that if you want to draw comparisons, but this has a classic horror vibe from that early 80s kind of feel. If you want to go back to this, feels older because the cast is older than like a Friday the 13th. But this is, it's around that time. But if you want that classic horror movie vibe, this definitely has it. And it's a fun watch. Can be slow at times, but all in all, it's got some pretty good pacing, and it's a fun watch. It's 1981. 96 minutes, a little over an hour and a half, but it's a classic movie. It's a good story. It's a story that will invoke you to have some emotion, and then you can learn a lot about yourself watching this. Who are you rooting for? If you're rooting for somebody in particular, you may be a good person. If you're rooting for somebody else, you may be a real shithead. Anyways, or you might just be twisted. But anyways, Dark Knight of Scarecrow, it's a fun watch. Perfect for Halloween, I think.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Good choice. This is one I am pretty sure that you have not heard of. I saw it as a kid, Showtime, HBO, whatever it was, and I've been fascinated with it ever since. And so I was very happy to pick this up. This is also Kino Lorber, and it is called Savage Weekend. And I think they have. Yeah, that's the mask.
So familiar. Do I have that? Wearing. Sounds familiar. Looks familiar. I wonder if I have that movie.
Yeah, it has David Gale from Reanimator. He's in it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The guy from, I think that's him there, from Newhart. I'm Daryl. This is my brother.
Oh, Daryl. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
It's Daryl. That's cool. Yeah, I like that guy. Love Newhart.
And this is it's like a group of people. What was this? I think this was even done before Halloween, but released after, I think is what it was. Because it's 81, but I think they shot it in like the late 70s and then brought it out in the early 80s. But a group of people go to a house, one by one, they're getting killed by, a masked killer. There's a huge barn with a boat in it that takes, kind of like a lot of the story takes place around this boat and the house. But I really dig this. It's once again, it's a little bit of a slow burn because of when it was made, but I really enjoyed this movie a lot. So I recommend. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. Oh, the director did Schizoid, which I think is the. With
classic
Klaus. Yeah. So Yancey Butler's in this, the chick from Hard Target. So. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I like how the killer looks. He kind of has like a long needle, and he sticks people with it. So so this I recommend. Savage Weekend.
Nice, very cool, great artwork. I like that artwork.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
So this is after this is the last like really Halloween movie, but it's a perfect one again to watch on Halloween, and it reminds me of like all night horror-thons or going to like an old horror, an old cinema to see horror movies with friends and having a good time. And I love this movie from the first time I saw it, and that is Midnight Movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
yeah, going to the theater. I love how it takes place in the theater, and it's just, you know, they don't know what's going on and stuff, but it's a fun movie. Again, this is a movie you could watch. It's intense, it's fun, but it's one that you could watch like if you were having, you know, like a little party, like a little gathering. You know, especially this and like the Funhouse could be a great double feature. But Midnight Movie from 2008. Yeah, I wanted to say it seemed like it was older than that, but I guess not. But 2008, it's only 82 minutes. So
good running time.
Quick little watch. But it's definitely a fun movie. Kind of reminds me of of another, what was the other movie that was made like in a movie theater?
It was like Popcorn. There's a
Popcorn.
few of them.
You're right. Popcorn. Yeah. But anyways, this is a fun watch. I really like it. Recommend if you haven't seen it. Definitely recommend. Anytime. All these movies you can watch year round, anytime. But for a Halloween night, if you're having a little gathering, I think this is a good one.
Okay, yeah, that is good. I remember liking it. This one I'm gonna have to pronounce out. You could probably just say it instantly. I've always had a problem with this title. A lot of it has to do with being dyslexic. So let me. Okay, so it's Anthropophagus. I think is how you say it. The Grim Reaper.
Oh, anthropophagus. The PH is F. Anthropophagus.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to pronounce.
Yeah.
This is the European version. It's a 2-disc collection. There is an American version that I also own just called The Grim Reaper, which is shorter, which I actually prefer. But this is really good. I made a short film, a found footage film called The Cannibal, or just Cannibal, or The Hike, depending on what poster you look at.
Oh yeah.
And the poster is this. I had Johnny, who played the cannibal, redo this, but he has a leg or something in his mouth here because I love this poster too. And this is a Joe D'Amato film, and it has George Eastman, and it has Tisha Farrow, who's Mia Farrow's sister. She did a bunch of like Italian horror movies. It is really graphic, which is why I'm showing this one. This is the uncut version. That's really, really Italian violent. So a lot of brains, a lot of blood, a lot of intestines. Guy is lost out at sea with him and his, he's got like a wife and kid. He ends up eating the wife and kid and gets washed up on this kind of island where then he starts killing people that go to the island. So, but it is really, really good. They made a sequel called Absurd. There's even a remake of this that's was done in 2000. And then there is a sequel, but I've heard it's only a name only. That was made a few years ago. But yeah, this is really good. And this is from Shriek Show. But I do, if you want to just see it totally uncut, the way it was meant to be, this is the way to see it. But if you want because this is, it says 88 minutes, but I think the American version is a few minutes shorter. But,
wow.
Yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite. There's a few movies that follow this type of idea. I'm getting to one at the very end. There's also a movie called Humongous that is the same type of thing. There's a group of these movies with this type of killer that I really enjoy. And so I highly recommend this, especially since it does have George Eastman in it. So who's one of my favorite Italian guys. Yeah, so I highly recommend this without trying to pronounce its title again. So Grim Reaper.
Anthropophagus.
See, I can't get past the P.
Anthropophagus.
Anthropophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. Bippity boppity boopity. Apples and oranges.
It's
tomato,
a
tomato.
One I've always had. So, but yeah, 2 discs, so it's nice. So yeah.
I thought your poster was Mindy's butt.
That's The Hike. So Mindy.
Oh, this is different. Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 different cuts of the movie. They're all on this channel, and the hike is Mindy said, can we not call it cannibal? Because it kind of gives away what happens. She goes, can we call it something like the hike? So I found I got like a screen grab of her backwards. So it's because it looked a lot like the I Spit on Your Grave poster. That's what I was going for. And it just says the hike. And then there's the cannibal, which is the silhouette of Johnny. And then there's him in the street, which is just cannibal. Because I wanted just a single title, like that without the Grim Reaper.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand the confliction of what to call it, because you don't want to give it away. But yeah, but yeah, okay. I just remembered Mindy's butt.
That is in the poster. Yes, it's actually an experiment film to see if people liked it. Then I wanted to make it into a feature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should do that someday.
Yeah, it could be fun.
So the next film that I have is a movie that takes place on Halloween, and it's one that I definitely recommend. It's a little bit of a under the radar, although they did start selling this at Dollar Tree for $1.25 a while back, and that is Murder Party. And you can get it on Blu-ray or DVD. But go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yes, you like that movie. Yeah, you've recommended.
Yes. Have you seen it yet?
I have not.
Definitely recommend it. So it's a loner, has nothing to do on Halloween, goes down to his local video store because he wants to rent some movies to watch on Halloween. He lives alone with his cats. So he wants to watch horror movies on Halloween and hang out with his cats. Well, as he's making his way something maybe somebody here can identify with, as he's making his way home from the movie store, the video rental place, he finds a golden ticket. And he got a golden ticket, and he gets the ticket is an invitation to this murder party, this Halloween party. And once he gets there, you find out the party is not what it seems, and there's a bunch of different people involved. It is a wild ride. There's a lot of action. There's a lot going on, some crazy shit. It's very fun. It's shot around New York City in like Brooklyn and stuff. The locations are great. They obviously spent some money on this. I don't remember what, or wouldn't know offhand what the budget is. I should have maybe looked it up, but it's just very good. And the funny thing is, so you see him here with the chainsaws crossed. He did not have a Halloween costume because he didn't intend on going anywhere. So he just cut up some cardboard boxes and made himself this Halloween costume that you see him wearing here in the middle of the back. And this is it is a very, very good movie for Halloween. It's an adventure movie. You will not be bored at all. And on top of that, at the video store, there's a sign on the door that a good friend of mine, Mr. Cody Clark, made because his friend worked at that video store. So there's a connection. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But that is not impacting my thought. I watched this movie and I mentioned it to Cody, and Cody was like, holy shit, did you know, blah, blah, blah. And he told me. I had no idea before watching it, but I highly recommend. This is a movie that needs to become a cult classic. It's that good. So Murder Party.
If I'm remembering correctly, you bought a second copy so you could give, because you enjoyed it so much that you just wanted to give it to somebody to say,
yeah,
watch this.
And I don't remember if I ever gave it away or what. Do you have a copy of it yet?
I do.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I gave that away or what wound up happening with that other copy, but I might have traded it into Zia.
Oh,
I don't know. But anyways, the one I have is like factory sealed. So because I've already seen it, I figured I'd just leave it like that.
Sure.
Murder Party. You got to check it out. I really, really recommend it.
Okay. This one is science fiction, actually. I mean, Devil Bat, you could also say it's kind of like science fiction horror, but this is a film that has been on my bucket list for decades. And it was unreleasable. And I remember seeing the trailer on TV. I do have a story about this, but it's called Foes.
Huh.
And it's a UFO movie, 1977. This
Wow.
is from Garage House Pictures. 91 minutes. It's got like audio commentary and stuff like that. And so it's basically, it's just these people on this island and these UFOs show up and like they start, they kind of like start zapping people. And it's a very interesting and cool little kind of sci-fi UFO movie. I used to work at a movie theater called the Cinema, which was at one time owned by Lucas and Coppola. And it's just a big brick building. That's all it is. It's one screen, huge, state-of-the-art everything because, Coppola and Lucas bought it. And I was an usher there, and there was a candy girl who I thought was really cute. I'm like, oh, wow, she's really cute. And so I went up and I said, I started talking to her. And this is during my time when I was very scared to ask girls out. And she goes, well, my dad's a filmmaker. And I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, what movie did he make? And she goes, Foes. He made this movie called Foes about UFOs. Funny. And I'm like, are you what? I said, I've been trying to see Foes for like 20 years or whatever. Because this, 77, that's when I was seeing the TV commercials. I'm like, man, I've been trying to watch this thing forever. I really want to see Foes. So we talked about it for a little bit. And then I finally got up enough courage a little while later to ask her out. And she said no. Oh, like, well, why would you say, why no? This is when I was thin, had hair. I mean, it was, and thin, all that type of stuff. And she goes, because you only want to date me because my dad made Foes. And I'm like, no, that's not it. Well, okay, well, no, you're cute, you're hot, and you seem nice, but yeah, your dad make. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's funny. You're a sick bastard, John.
Yeah, it's a chilling tale of alien terror. But I even with all that being said, I recommend it. So nice. John Coates, I think is his last name. So. But yeah, Foes is a good sci-fi horror movie. If you kind of want to get away from the slash and splice and dash and type of stuff, if you want to go more sci-fi horror, I recommend Foes.
Nice. Well, speaking of slashing and horror and violence and stuff, this is I can't remember if last year was the first time I saw it or if the year before was the first time I saw it. But to me, this is a movie everyone must own in their collection and is at least once every couple of years, you must watch this around Halloween. And that is Satan's Little Helper.
I own it, but I've never seen it.
Oh my God, this is good. So I will quickly read. Upon meeting a strange masked man, 9-year-old Douglas lives out his fantasy of playing his video game, Satan's Little Helper. The two embark on a hellish rampage through the small suburban community, but when the masked killer targets Doug's family, it may be too late to stop him. So there's a little kid who meets, is he Satan? Is he not? Who is this person? Well, the kid thinks they're playing a game, but the killer's really killing people. And then he goes after Doug's family. It's very good. So Satan's Little Helper, highly recommend it. John, you have a couple to watch. This and Murder Party, sir. You need a double feature night. Satan's Little Helper. And it is from 2004. And it stars, I think, absolutely nobody you would know. Music by David Horowitz. Produced. Oh, written, produced, directed by Jeff Lieberman. So that name rings a bell, but yeah,
it does ring a bell. Yeah.
So,
okay.
But Satan's Little Helper, you'll laugh till you die. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and there's a similarity between this and there's kind of a Revenge of the Nerds kind of thing here. Anyways, I don't want to spoil anything. So
okay. All right. Okay. Oh, so I got 2 to check.
Fun. Satan's Little Helper. Yep.
Okay. This next one I went to go see with a friend of mine. We weren't like good friends or anything, but he was just a friend. And when we got out of the movie, he asked me if I liked it. And I said, yeah. And he goes, yeah, you would like it, wouldn't you? That is a movie called Demonoid.
Mm.
You might
Demonoid Phenomenon.
And this is, it actually has a subtitle, and it's The Messenger of Death. This back here, the woman screaming, you might recognize from the Snuff, VHS cover. So they snagged it and used it for this. But it's this has 2 versions on it. So this is Vinegar Syndrome. And there's the American cut and the Spanish cut. The Spanish cut is longer. It's got more story to it, while the American cut is just more straight gore. It is basically about a hand that will attach to you, and then you become evil. And it's a little difficult to explain because it's so bizarre.
Okay.
But it is it's got a lot of good stuff on it here. So it's alternate international version called Macabre, which is 90 minutes, and it looks like which is the original, and then this is 79 minutes. Oh. So it's a very strange movie. So that's the uncut one. There's the American version. It's really hard to explain because this guy keeps popping up, like when the hand comes to life and all that and attacks somebody, that he pops up like in these like flashing pictures.
Okay.
That would be the hand. I think there's 1 or 2. It's from the director of The Bees. Yeah, Stuart Whitman. I thought that there were some other people that were known in this, but it just says Stuart Whitman. Yeah, it's a very bizarre horror film, and nice. But I enjoyed it. And of course, like I said, when my friend and I, he was he was stuck up, basically. I don't even know why he watched this, but because I enjoyed it. He goes, yeah,
those movie snobs.
Yeah. It's like, what? It was fun. It was nice and bloody and shit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you see?
Yeah, you see? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of hands being cut off because they realize they're possessed and they use an axe or whatever it is to cut their hand off. And it's just a weird movie. I really can't describe it, and I don't think... Oh, Samantha Eager's in this, who's also in The Brood.
Okay.
Well, let's see. So in a dig in rural Mexico, a British industrialist accidentally unleashes an ancient evil, a severed hand possessed by a vengeful demon that attacks, kills, and takes over the hand and mind of anyone who interferes with its ruthless quest for violence. Determined to stop the bloodshed, the wife of the industrialist joins forces with a renegade priest, but will they be able to conquer the evil hand before the forces of hell take them over?
Okay.
So
yeah, that sounds like a fun watch.
Yeah, Demonoid.
Nice. So, next, this is one. I love haunted houses, and so this is one that I just highly recommend. And I don't know why I didn't watch it when it first came out. I only watched it for the first time 3 or 4 years ago. But it's a phenomenal movie, a great movie to watch at Halloween, and that's Haunt.
Oh, I think I don't know if I own. I know I own a movie called Haunt, but I don't know if it's that one.
Producer Eli Roth.
Okay.
This is a very well-made movie. And if you have not seen this, John, This is a 1,000,000% must watch. It is so good. Very short synopsis here. On Halloween, a group of friends encounter an extreme haunted house that promises to feed their darkest fears. The night turns deadly as they come to the horrifying realization that some nightmares are real. So they go into a screwed up. It's just friends going out to look for a haunted house, and they wind up going to the wrong place or
So
place.
I haven't seen that. I have a film called Haunt that takes place at a like one of those attraction haunts.
Well, that's this, a haunted house, like an attraction. Yeah, a haunt. That's so if you're talking about like a haunted mansion, like just a house that's haunted, call that a haunted house. If it's a haunted house that you go as a tourist attraction or whatever, those are haunts. So so the haunt that's what those are. And that's what this is. These kids go to a haunt. They buy a ticket, want to go in thinking they're going to go walk through a haunted house with people jump scares and all that stuff. But they're in for more than they bargained for. But
okay.
Phenomenal movie, so well put together. I mean, Eli Roth put his name on this. We know producers like to put their names on stuff that they make, and Hostel 3 has somebody's name on it and it's success, but this is nothing like that. This is absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend.
Okay.
And the words are way too small, but this is really good. Highly, this is a must watch, a must.
Okay, I'll have to see if that's the version I have. I know it's not that cover, so it might just be a different movie called Haunt.
Well, there's a bunch like that. There are a bunch of like haunted house movies, that type of thing. There's a bunch like that. So maybe that one, maybe another one.
Yeah, that's true. This is one that you had mentioned to me about a week or so ago that you found it, but it was just too expensive. You're going to know what I'm talking about. It has my man, oh my God, how am I forgetting his name? And he's Christopher George. God, how can I forget?
One a day vitamins, brain power pills. I recommend them, John.
Oh, God.
I take them because I need them because I do the same shit. So I get.
Yeah, but no, it's true. And that is Pieces.
Oh yeah.
It's exactly what you think it is. And I remember the radio trailer for this, like the radio spot. And it would sit there and say like, hey, Bob, have you seen Sarah? And he's like, oh yeah, she's over there. She's over there. She's over there. She's over there. And then it's like Pieces. It's exactly what you think it is.
Nice.
And this is actually done by it's Sylvester Stallone's son, because he was Grindhouse releasing and then he died. So Sage, and it's a 3-disc deluxe edition, 2 Blu-rays and a CD. And this is really nice. So this is
I keep seeing it at Zia, but they want $30. So I haven't been willing to pull the trigger yet, but I should. I mean, shit, I go buy 4K brand new movies for $30. Why can't I drop 30 on a good movie at Zia? One of these days I'll buy it.
Yeah, there's the soundtrack. So it's
nice.
on its own thing, and then it's got the inside there. That's the original poster, which is like one of the greatest posters ever made. So this is I think it has poster. No, it's got a picture in there, but it's not like a reverse poster. But Christopher George, Paul Smith, who played in Popeye, he's Brutus, and Linda Day George is in this. So which she has that famous video of bastard, and she says it like 5 times. I sent it to you because you bought a movie that you went and got some movies, so I sent you the video of her saying that.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is really good. This is probably the best way that you could possibly see it. It is from the director of Slugs. So there you go.
Nice.
Slugs. If I can get this back. Oh, it's separately. I think it sits out here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's very cool. My next movie, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. My next movie is one that it's one of my favorites all time. It's absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is absolutely perfect to watch around Halloween. And it goes very much along the lines of the theme of Haunt, and that is The House is October Built, because this is just like Haunt. People going to these haunts. They're going to, and this is a group of people get in an RV and they're driving around the country. I think they're from Ohio and they're going to like Kentucky and Alabama or wherever to find these, they're like YouTubers or whatever. And they're going around to find these amazing haunted houses. And boy, do they get more than they bargained for. It is so good. It is intense. I mean, like intense. So I highly recommend everybody check it out. Let's see if I can read. The words are so small, but underneath the fake blood and cheap masks of countless haunted house attractions across the country, there are whispers of a truly terrifying alternative. Looking to find an authentic, blood-curdling, good fright for Halloween, 5 friends set off on a road trip in an RV to track down this underground haunt. Just when their search seems to reach a dead end, strange and disturbing things start happening, and it becomes clear that the haunt has come to them. It's fucking good. It's so good.
I've heard it's good, but I haven't seen either one. I know at least there's 2. I own one of them. I just keep forgetting which one.
And this, I think you have part 2. This movie has the balls to do things that most movies don't. And when I say that, what I mean by that is, for example, the ending of Immaculate. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen Immaculate, which is another movie, honorable mention, you could watch on Halloween. It's a great movie with our lovely
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, thank you. But the end of that movie is very surprising they went that route. But they do some things here that I'm like, wow. That took some balls.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so now I have 4 movies that I have to watch.
You do, sir.
Yes. This next one, I love this film. I originally saw it on VHS. I'm glad that they kept the cover for the VHS, and I have a story with this one. So, I went to film school at Los Angeles City College, and I was taking the director's course, and his name is Bruce Cook. And he was telling us on the very first day of school or class that he directed a movie. It's horrible. He will not say what it is. He gave a brief description of it. And I'm like, God, that sounds familiar. And then I went home and found my VHS copy of it. And it's a movie called Night Wish. So next week when I went to class, I'm like, and he's like, yes, John. I'm like, I know what movie you directed and the film that you hated. And he's like, what is it? And I'm like, Night Wish. You directed Night Wish. And he's like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, dude, I love that movie. Night Wish is frigging awesome. And this is from it's Unearthed Classics, MVD Visual. Oh, yeah. It does have audio commentary, but not the director. It's got Brian Thompson, who was Cobra and X-Files. He's in it. Our lead girl, the brunette, is very cute. It's just and why do I think it's also? Oh yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth Caton is in it, who I asked out, who was also in Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, and Silent Night, Deadly Night. So yeah, I asked her out once, and she said, you're cute, but I have a boyfriend. So it is a very cosmic horror, weird, bizarre movie that's very, yeah, they don't even show some of the VHS showed some of the effects, but yeah,
Yeah.
K&B did the effects on it. Yeah, it is really good. I really enjoy this. So I highly recommend Night Wish if people have not seen it.
Nice.
So it's well, I'll just read it. Let's see, because since I can't really explain it, it's just bizarre. Using sensory deprivation techniques, a doctor of parapsychology provokes his students to examine their own deaths in even more horrifying circumstances. Roles are exchanged and shuffled as reality and fantasy become indistinguishable, and each new dreadful death proves more terrifying than the last. So that doesn't really tell you anything, but yeah, it does have to do with where they get into those big tanks and they close the door. Yeah, in fact, that's where she is right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so very really good, bizarre ass movie to watch.
Nice.
Yeah,
very cool. So I've pulled off the shelf an honorable mention because I was set on this, but then I kind of flippy flopped on what my 10th movie, because we are on number 10 now, are we not?
Yeah,
one left.
Yes, I have one left.
Okay. So this is a movie that I think you absolutely need to watch, and you need to watch it right after you watch. Do not watch it before. Never ever watch this franchise out of order. Houses October Built 2. If you watch 2, it completely spoils the first one. So do not watch 2 because for 2 to what happens in 2, it will just ruin the first one for you.
So you're saying I should go out and watch part 2 first?
Negative. Well,
and then go and buy the first one and then watch that.
If you want to suck at movie watching, yes. But no, but the House is October Built. Again, a group of people go out and they're looking for the ultimate haunted house. And this is not just completely different story from the first one. This is not just like we'll have a new cast of characters. There's some connections and stuff to the first one. So I love haunts. I love going to haunts and haunted houses. I love the experience of people scaring the shit out of me to see what things they can come up with, to trick us. And one of the best things I ever saw, Wet Movie One and I went to a haunt called Fear Farm, which is going on right now in Southern California. You walk into this, it looks like an old haunted mansion. You walk inside, and in the living room, you see like the floor looks like it's foggy. But as you start walking, you start going through the floor. Like they've used like this laser technology thing, and then they have like a fog machine to make it look like the floor is foggy and the floor is there, but you don't know. And so you start going down and you don't know how far you're going to go down. You don't know what's ahead of you. It scares the shit out of you. There was a lady with her kid in front of us that could not do it. She turned around and left and was like, sorry, apologizing to her kid because her kid wanted to go. But I love these type of things. And so they're as you become an adult and trick-or-treating is not an option. If you're like, for me, my wife, we love handing out candy to the kids, trick-or-treating and stuff. We love Halloween. We love decorating for it, carving jack-o'-lanterns and all that stuff. But if you're of the age where you don't really have kids, or you passed having kids or whatever, haunted houses, going to haunt is amazing. There's haunted hay rides, there's corn mazes, all types of things that happen all over the country. And I've been to a lot of them. I went back. I should be wearing my Haunted Overload shirt that I got from the haunted house there in New Hampshire. And then there was another one that I went to back there as well by Salem, Massachusetts. So I absolutely love this type of stuff. This movie's it's pretty fucking, and pardon my Francais, intense. It's a very good movie. The way they follow up the first one with this, I think they nailed it. I really think they nailed it. It's not as good as the first one, but it's definitely a very good movie. I love these two movies. highly recommend. I don't know if we'll ever get a third one or not, but these two here, I could watch them. These are movies I could watch, like Silence of the Lambs or The Shining. I just put it on and watch it. Like, I don't care how many times I've seen it. But I did want to throw an honorable mention out there, just because that was the same franchise. Because I kind of count those movies as one. So do you have any honorable mentions laying around, John, or no?
No, I thought of mentioning it, but I don't. But if you want to, go ahead.
I don't have the movie I want to mention, but I have its sequel, thanks to Gail, and that is Night of the Demons. This is a sequel. Gail mailed this to me. Thank you, Gail. Love you very much. But Night of the Demons, and I, shame on me, I still need to watch this. I've never seen this, but the first Night of the Demons movie is great, and it takes place on Halloween. They're having a party. It's a fun movie. It's a goofy, crazy movie, and I highly recommend it. So I'm only honorable mention because I felt like The Houses October Built 1 and 2 could have been mentioned together. So
sure, that works. Okay. Then this is my last one. This film terrified me as a kid. Absolutely terrified me. And I mostly I always saw it on television. So it's nice to see this because it's uncut, it's British. There's a shitload of nudity and blood in this movie. I want to say the 70s. Yeah, 72 is when this was made. This is from Elite Entertainment. This movie, when you watch it, you almost feel like you need a tetanus shot. There is so much rust on the metal. And this falls into with like the Grim Reaper and Humongous. This is Tower of Evil.
Oh, as opposed to Tower of Terror.
Different movies. This one's better.
Yeah. Tower of Evil. Oh yeah, my keys are over there. I don't think I own that though. Oh wait, what year is that? Is that black and white?
No, it's color. 72.
Okay.
Like, here's one of the guys about to get killed. So it's these, of course, it's the the early 70s. It's these pompous young people take a boat. They go out to where this lighthouse is on this island, and they're going to party. And there is a guy who's all messed up that lives underneath in like the rocks and stuff. He lives in like these little tunnels that just starts murdering them. And it is, like I said, it's like British nudity basically. So it's not like Italian nudity. It's a little better, but there's still a fair amount of nudity. I think like everybody walks around naked at one point. And then everybody gets heads and arms and all that stuff cut off. And it's because it's an old lighthouse and it's on this island, everything is old. So the wood's all falling apart. The rocks look really old. And the metal that's in this is all jagged and rusty and falling apart, mostly from probably like the salt water. And I was watching this when I bought this because I'd never seen it uncut, going, I'm going to need a tetanus shot after watching this film. So it's like, but it scared the crap out of me as a kid. Absolutely scared the crap out of me.
Nice. I've made a note. I've made notes of a couple of the movies you've mentioned tonight to add to my list. But I love the fact that neither of us pulled any of the same movies. And I didn't go because, I mean, like, ghost story movies are great for Halloween. So it would have been easy to say, put on The Conjuring or Conjuring 2, or a lot of more mainstream movies. But I love the dark and twisted movies that really scare the crap out of you. And so, I thought these are some real good ones. So you want to, since I kind of did a half-cocked honorable mention, do you have anything else you want to honorably mention while we're still around?
I don't really.
That's okay. Yeah. No, yeah.
I mean, I take.
Well, we're 59 minutes in. Do you want to kind of go maybe pull up a list of movies to watch on Halloween and see what we think about a list?
Sure. Well, you had mentioned like the haunt stuff. Okay, so I recommend. So my honorary mention is really not the first film, but the second film. It's called Hayride, and it's one of
Mm.
those ones that's Halloween. You get onto the hayride, you go through the cornfields and all that. And I enjoyed it. The killer is pretty good, but you have to see the second one to know this. You have to see the first one to know the second one. But the second one, it's Halloween too. It all takes place inside a hospital, and it's one of the better ones that's like ripping off Halloween too. So I would
Oh,
recommend
yeah.
Hayride 2, but you do need
Yeah.
to see Hayride 1 because it literally takes place, I think, seconds after the first movie takes place.
Yeah, and I don't have those. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I do want to add a Hayride and Hayride. So it's just Hayride and Hayride 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hayride, it was just like, what? Okay, this isn't what? I'm not liking this. What? And then
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, let's put on part 2. And it was like, oh, wow, shit. Okay, this is much better.
Yeah. So let's see. Well, my search on IMDb didn't really give me anything here. Let's go to Google here and see, and maybe you could find something as well. Men's Health 54 best Halloween movies. On this, well, this starts with number 1. Oh, those are not. Hollywood Reporter, Netflix, Freeform, Variety, Rotten Tomatoes. Well, 200 best. I don't think we want to dive through 200.
Well, we did BuzzFeed the other day for your quiz over on your channel. So I do have one, best Halloween movies for October watch list, BuzzFeed.
How many are on their list?
Let me see here. I'll click on it before 13.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to share it. Okay, so there it is. So 13 Halloween movies that will make you want to cuddle with a ghost because they're just that good.
All right.
Let's just hope they don't go just regular mainstreams. Let's see. I've not. So, there's a Charlie Brown.
That should have got an honorable mention. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Come on now.
I got rock. All right. So they're saying number 1 is Nightmare Before Christmas.
So pretty mainstream, but it's a classic. You can go to that. The music and the story and everything, and it's fun. It's fun.
Number 2, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so that works. Always a good one. Hotel Transylvania. It's like an Adam Sandler thing.
Yeah, never seen it. But I can't speak on it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Are these all animated kind of?
Nightmare. It doesn't say. Okay, well, we'll go a little further. If it still is, then we'll look for something else. But so yeah, Caroline is number 4. I've never seen that. Okay, here we go. Scream. So that's a good one.
Okay, so we're getting out of it.
Hocus Pocus.
I like Hocus Pocus. I even, I know Hocus Pocus 2 got a lot of hate, but I still, I didn't hate it. It could have been a lot better, but I liked it.
I've never seen it, but I think it is the best that Sarah Jessica Parker has ever looked. I think she is gorgeous. She's right back there in the background with like the white hair and the black eyes. Oh, God, she looks amazing.
Never been a fan of Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, I just think that she's amazing in this. The original Halloween, 1978.
Yeah.
So we got that. E.T. Well, there is Halloween in it.
Yeah,
they do take him out Halloween, for trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
So
funny.
We when I worked at the movie theater with Cliff, somebody called in and said that they did the voice for E.T. and if they did it over the phone, could they come in to see the movie for free? I forget what movie it was, but we're funny. Just like, okay. And so he does the whole, it does this whole thing. I'm like, okay, come on down. I have no idea if it was the guy. Probably not,
That's
just somebody
funny.
faking it. But it's like, okay, yeah, come on down. You get a free movie. Why not?
That's
What the
funny.
hell? Beetlejuice looks like the original.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I need to watch Beetlejuice around Halloween, but it's, it could be worse choices.
true. The original Ghostbusters. I'd say so with Ghostbusters.
For Halloween, I mean, it's a good movie, but for Halloween,
It's got ghosts and stuff in it,
it does. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is going to sound weird that it's more of like a Thanksgiving movie. Like it would be on TV all day.
Oh, no, it does very much feel like a Thanksgiving movie because of it taking place in New York and the big Stay Puft walking down the road, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade floats and stuff. No, it definitely feels like a Thanksgiving movie.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Monster House. Never seen it.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
The whole Harry Potter series. Once again, I don't know. I would probably say even for that, it's more like a Thanksgiving thing, or maybe even Christmas. I don't think it's Halloween.
I just want to watch it to support the writer. That's all.
That's I agree. I own them. So, and then 13 is Scooby Doo.
GFYM.
And Scooby. Why does it just say and Scooby Doo?
Maybe it's the movie called And Scooby Doo.
No,
no, and because and is last, so it's just Scooby Doo. They're saying number 13, and finally, Scooby Doo.
Okay.
Last but not least,
one better.
I've never seen one of those live action Scooby Doo movies. I resent that. I love as a kid, when I was a young kid, Scooby Doo was my absolute favorite show. When I was homesick, I remember watching Scooby Doo like marathons and stuff. So, yeah, I love Matthew Lillard. He's great and everything, but hard pass.
Yeah, his when I worked at a tuxedo store, his wife called and said that he needs a tuxedo. So he didn't come down. She just gave me his measurements on the phone. And it was one of those things also where somebody picked it up for him, so we couldn't, see if it fit or not. But I told his wife, I said, tell Matthew that we need a third Scooby-Doo movie. And you need to do like when they had the guest stars like Sonny and Cher and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need to get Davy Jones, because Davy Jones was on one of the episodes.
Yes, so, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you need to do a live action movie with Davy Jones. So,
well, here, since that was kind of a list, I have Variety, and I refer to Variety. I just shared it with you. If you want to pull that up.
Yeah.
And we can scroll. I've not looked at these. I don't know, but it's like, top 20 movies they suggest to watch at Halloween. Forget all the stuff on the far end of that there. But it's just the movies. Variety has a lot of like horror movie lists and stuff. So I kind of sometimes find their stuff interesting. Practical Magic. I've never seen this. Have you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. That's number 20 there. Ginger Snaps. So I'm not going to lie. People love Ginger Snaps, and I started watching it and I just was bored.
I like
and
it.
I turned it off, but they have at least one sequel, if not a couple, right?
There's two. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I need to give it another shot.
So the actress there that's in the redhead, the basically Ginger, she pops up in weird movies. Like she was in a like Uwe Boll film where she's just like in the background and gets killed. And she's in Tron Ares.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
she
funny.
Is one of the people around the table.
Oh, okay.
At the company, like Ecom or whatever it is. And she's there. And I found that because I saw Red Letter Media and they were talking about Tron. And they're like, yeah, she's in it. And like, what? She's like, yeah, she's just sitting at the table. Like, why is she in this movie when she's been in like big films, little movies, but she's just sitting at a table, I guess.
Well, I was hoping they would, tell their names there, but they don't. But okay, ginger snaps. You know, I mean, I guess I could watch that for Halloween. Well, and here you go. One of my selections, or my honorable mention, Night of the Demons.
Yes.
So great Halloween choice right there. Trick or Treat. This is one, John, you and I, when we talked about this, I kind of thought about going with the theme of the Trick or Treat movies, because there's Trick or Treat, Trick or Treat, there's Trick or Treats with an S on the end. There's a bunch of different movies that are like Trick or Treat. And I thought about going through those as part of my list, but I had more movies that I wanted to say that I think everybody should watch for Halloween. But this is a good Halloween watch. It really is.
Okay. I saw it so long ago. I don't really remember much about it.
Yeah. I wish, you've got Ozzy, you've got what, Gene Simmons. I wish they would do more, like the heavy metal music in it is not, like, for the most part, mainstream heavy metal music. I think it's like movie music made for the movie. I wish they would have given us a little more, stuff that we kind of knew or something. Throw in some Quiet Riot or something in there, but would have been popular around then. But it is what it is. But it's a great movie. Scream 6. Okay, so we're diving not just into the Scream franchise, but we're breaking down. I like Scream 6. You're not the biggest fan of 5 and 6, are you? Or are you?
No, but I think I would take 6 over 5. So
I definitely would. 6 is like I think maybe my third favorite, or maybe fourth favorite in the franchise.
I hate the Billy Loomis stuff in these.
Yeah.
I just hate it. Plus the de-aging looks awful.
But 6 was fun. It was definitely a good rebound from after the abomination that was 5. I've never seen one of the Ernest movies.
I've seen a couple.
Ernest Scared Stupid. He's a funny dude. I remember him, rest in peace. But whatever his name was, I forget. Varney.
Jim Varney. Yep.
Jim Varney. Yeah. So, but now, have you seen this movie, Scared Stupid?
I think I saw it when it originally came out, or TV or something like that. I think I saw like the first 3, like Saves Christmas, then Ernest Goes to Camp. I think I've seen those, but it was a very long time ago.
The Ernest is like Jim Carrey on steroids, he like, with the facial expressions and everything, just over the top craziness. But I don't know, maybe someday if I'm feeling comedy. I have no reason to not like him. I just typically don't gravitate toward comedies. But there you go. Terrifier 2. And that's funny. I was wondering if you were going to have any Terrifier movies in your...
No, it's too well known. I thought of doing one of them, but I'm like, no, everybody knows Terrifier 2. So no, yeah, I love Terrifier 2, so I'm glad to see that it's on this list at least.
There you go. Casper. With it was in Devon Sawa in this. Doesn't Devon Sawa play the voice of Casper?
I think so.
Yeah, Devon Sawa. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Devon Sawa right there. And I mentioned that because of our quiz not too long ago when we were talking about the BuzzFeed quiz you gave me. Devon Sawa was one of the choices on there.
Right.
So but this is a movie I've never seen. 95. I was actually in the Marine Corps at the time this came out, and just didn't see too many movies for the rest of the 90s. And so I've never seen it. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah. At the movie theater I played at, worked at, it played. So yeah.
Thoughts on it? Is it a good one for Halloween? And is it just a good movie in general?
It's a kid's movie. It's cute.
Okay.
It's okay, I guess. I mean, for a family, it'd be fine. It'd be good.
And she's not playing Wednesday Addams there, is she?
No, she's just like a daughter in the house or something.
Okay. So Casper, a very well-known movie. Idle Hands. This is one I'm going to agree to disagree with most people on. I'm not a big fan. The whole like, stoner stuff. I don't find the, we're dumb stoners stuff funny. This scene after dude got the bottle stuck in his head, that was pretty damn hilarious. There are good moments in this movie, but I am just not the biggest fan. And I know a lot of people love Idle Hands. Your thoughts on it, John?
I own it. I liked it. I like Seth Green. Oh my God. And it has Jessica Alba dressed as an angel, like a skinny little angel outfit. Oh my God.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
That's probably the best part of it. That is great.
Just amazing.
And it has Devon Sawa again. We're on a Devon Sawa theme here. Sleepy Hollow.
Sure.
I like Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
I think Tim Burton did a good job with this. And we got Christina Ricci again, but Johnny Depp and his jar of cocaine. I'll take it any day of the week.
I'll take the turd off his bed.
There you go. Interesting choice for Halloween.
I mean, there is a scene that takes place during Halloween.
So it says, even though it isn't a traditional Halloween movie, the 80s classic still scratches that nostalgic itch to sit around the couch with a bowl of popcorn and hang in suspense as Daniel LaRusso squares up against Johnny. And hey, a pivotal scene does take place on Halloween. So there you go. So so there you go. And I think you were just mentioning that before I accidentally cut you off.
Yeah, he's dressed up like the shower. He has a shower curtain around him.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And they're all skeletons. Yeah.
Okay. They like kick the shit out of him, and then Mr. Miyagi jumps over the fence, and
yeah. So that would be more one on a list of movies to watch that are very kind of sort of semi-related to Halloween,
right?
So House of Thousand Corpses, I get, I understand that it takes place on Halloween, but aside from the fact that they mentioned that it's Halloween, there's really nothing about the holiday Halloween in this, but it's by far my favorite Rob Zombie movie. What do you think? Is this a Halloween watch?
I've only seen it once. I was not a fan. I'd like to see the uncut version to make a final judgment on it. I like Devil's Rejects better, but I maybe I just need to rewatch this again because I didn't like, what was it? 3 to Hell or Hell for 3 or
3 from Hell. It's
not a fan.
The audio commentary, listening to Rob Zombie and what happened, why the movie looks the way it looks and stuff, and then listening to Rob Zombie's audio commentary or interviews with him about Devil's Rejects. This movie, I think, would have looked a little more like Devil's Rejects had they not had the problems with the studios basically firing him and canceling the movie in the middle of it, and then him having to try to figure out how to get it all done. When they shelved it, I guess it really changed things and stuff. But I love it. It's got that grindhouse feel to it, especially when you see like Dr. Satan and the colors and stuff get all crazy. And I don't know. I think maybe you should give it another watch one day. But to me, this is a movie that you could watch on Halloween, but it's not one that I go like, this is the must watch for Halloween.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I would watch that on Halloween. Yeah, they do have the whole ending is Halloween.
Yeah. Now I have only seen. So which cut is it? The director's cut you want to see, right?
No, the director's cut is too long. It explains too much, and the pacing is really off. The theatrical version is much better. It moves while the other one just kind of sits there.
So that's funny, because you mentioned that. So with you mentioning that, it does jog my memory that I have only watched the director's cut because I heard so much was cut of it and it was like kind of a different movie. But I knew going in that it was going to be a slower pace and that it does explain stuff. So I have only seen the director's cut, and I love this movie. I really love it.
I got to work with James Duvall. I've worked on him with Night of the Zomghouls, the guy who's the rabbit.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, very nice guy. He signed my my Blu-ray for me. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What else was James Duvall was in something else recently that I watched that was,
oh my God, he's been
terrible.
Mostly indie movies.
Yes. Yeah. And no relation to what's his name, Duvall?
Robert Duvall, or no, I don't think so.
Robert Duvall, yeah.
No.
Here we go again. Okay.
But this is like Karate Kid. You know, it's one night out of the entire movie. But it is one of the best scenes in the film.
Oh, yeah.
But and it's a good movie, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, minimal effort, it says right there. Minimal effort.
Here you go. This I actually thought about pulling out Pumpkinhead to put it on the list here, but aside from the creature being named Pumpkinhead, there's really not much pumpkin to this. So, you know, I wonder when they originally intended to do this if the creature was supposed to have like a pumpkin head, but it doesn't. Spoiler alert. But I love this. Oh, and John, I should mention to you, in January at the Hollywood show in Burbank, Lance Henriksen will be there.
Oh, wow.
So I plan on going down. Hopefully I can get that Funko Pop Pumpkinhead before, because that they're releasing that Pumpkinhead Funko. Hopefully I can get that before that signing. If not, I will get a poster or something, but Pumpkinhead's one of my favorites. So I could definitely watch it on Halloween, but I don't feel like it's, I feel like I lump it in with like House of a Thousand Corpses, where it's just a great horror movie, but I don't feel Halloween vibes to it.
Oh yeah, no. Good horror movie, but yeah, nothing Halloween. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Here we go. Halloween 3.
Okay, sure.
I find it interesting that we're down to number 5 already, and we got Scream 6, but we haven't gotten any other Scream films. So that's, especially considering Ghostface is probably over the last 30 years the most popular Halloween costume ever. Like, you always see Ghostface everywhere.
But Halloween 3 would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe they're just trying to do the out of normal stuff, you know, like it's,
yeah.
But yeah, Halloween 3 is always a good one to watch on Halloween.
Yes. Nightmare Before Christmas. Figured that would be on the list.
Yep.
There you go. Trick or
Treat.
And now this is the one, the anthology with the little Sam, the little kid with
yeah. And I got to interview one of the effects artists on it. So he my interview is on the Blu-ray.
No, oh nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. This is like, out of all the Trick or Treat movies, this is by far my favorite. Even, you know, I mean, because the one that Ozzy's in is in Gene Simmons, they're very small cameos. But this is clearly the best of the Trick or Treat movies, in my opinion.
It's a good film. Oh,
Hocus Pocus. And this is the core of Halloween. This is Salem, Massachusetts. Halloween kind of started back there. And you know, it's witches, it's little kids, it's everything you want in Halloween. So this is definitely a good one.
You know, I've never seen it. I own it, but I've never seen it. I mostly just got it for Sarah Jessica Parker because I thought she was gorgeous in it.
Okay.
But I guess at some point I should watch it.
In the town of Salem, Massachusetts, they have they have a what's her name? I Dream a Genie with her. Is she the one that would like do her nose thing?
Oh yeah.
Or no. Bewitched. I think it's a girl from Bewitched.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But which, whatever she does, I'm confusing I Dream a Genie and Bewitched, but I think it's a Bewitched statue in the middle of town. And then there's a lot of stuff in Salem paying homage to, you know, Hocus Pocus, and you can go on a Hocus Pocus like filming location kind of tour thing.
That's interesting with the amount of people that were murdered, you know, in real life.
Yeah.
But I think that we should bring back, you know, the trials and set people on fire like in the or something.
You know what? If you are riding on a train and there's a cute little blonde girl sitting in front of you and you decide to stab her 17 times, you should be hung from a tree. Yes.
And set on fire while you're still alive.
Yes. And of course, Halloween 78, number 1, which to me, I mean, it's a easy, that's low hanging fruit, but does it get any better than Halloween 78? Is there a better movie to watch on Halloween than Halloween 78, John, do you think?
No.
It's
I would
hard.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
So
definitely films that they left off of here, like the original Haunting and stuff like that, which are probably
yeah,
on other people's lists. But I think as far as a film that takes place on Halloween called Halloween, yeah,
yeah.
this would do it.
Well, see, when it comes to movies like House is October Built or Hunt, these are a little too intense for most people. And if you're a horror movie fan, you'll love these. But if you're just a casual film goer, you may not. So it may be a little too much. So anyway, maybe that's why they left some of those off. But
Okay.
not a bad list. Some good recommendations there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, one seemed to be more focused on animated stuff. The BuzzFeed one.
Yeah, it was almost more like a list for kids, the BuzzFeed one. You know,
Yeah, except for when they recommended,
family films.
I Spit on Your Grave and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I Spit on Your Grave. A great one for the kids, right? Yeah.
Well, the animated version, yeah. And of course Netflix would probably play that for children. So
There you go. Oh, Netflix would recommend it for kids in your suggestions.
Yes. So okay. So is that all we got? We all good?
I think so. I had a great time talking movies. I love talking holiday movies. I'm a big fan of holiday movies in general. And hopefully I just want to wish everyone a happy Halloween. Hopefully you have fun, whatever you're doing, whether it's handing out candy, whether it's going to haunts or just sitting around watching horror movies. Get yourself some popcorn and have a little fun.
Yeah. And happy Halloween, everybody. And yeah, get lots of candy. Just don't get sick. Just,
Yeah.
And watch out for those apples.
Halloween 2, man. Don't wind up walking into don't walk
honey,
up.
I know it hurts, honey.
Razor blade sticking out of your mouth. That's amazing. Oh, hilarious.
So bad. She doesn't even the mom doesn't even remove it. She just lets
I know. She's like,
drive
whatever.
to the hospital.
You're ruining my evening.
Honey, I had OnlyFans tonight, and thanks to you getting an apple with a razor blade in it, now forget
how
it.
many views, how many clicks am I losing out on?
Yeah, all because of you and your stupid razor blade.
Yeah.
I remember when that was happening, man. I absolutely remember when people were putting razor blades in or poisoning apples, and I remember for Marin County they canceled Halloween.
Nowadays, we live in such a scary world now that I would be very cautious about taking my kids trick-or-treating anywhere I didn't know, because I mean, if we're in, I'm on a dark tangent here, but if we're in a society where people will just kill other people for words, and people want to wipe certain religious groups or whatever off the face of the earth, you got to be very careful. So stay vigilant if you take your kids out trick-or-treating, but go to trunk or treats at churches or or like the city that I live in here, they're doing where like they're closing off Main Street for a while, and then different businesses from around town are having little booths where kids can go get candy and stuff. Do things like that, or just go to neighbors' houses, people I wouldn't let your kids go just trick-or-treating to strangers anymore. But I'll tell you what, as a kid, oh my God, we wouldn't take like jack-o'-lanterns, we would take pillowcases out.
Oh yeah, you had to, because you would just grab and just put it right inside there, and
or just go to so many houses that you would fill it up, and we'd have to take it home, dump it out, and go back out.
Yeah, I lived on a hill in Marin County in Madrone Canyon, and all the houses were older, so they all looked like they should be in a horror movie.
Nice.
And they had all the decorations around, and but we all knew, everybody in the canyon knew each other, so nobody thought about it until all the razor blades and poison, and then it was basically in Marin. I don't know how many other places did, but they're like, yeah, we're not doing Halloween this year, so stay home. It was like, fuck.
I feel like there just wasn't enough hate in the world back then. And I think a lot of that stems, people have always said money is the root of all evil. I don't think so. I think social media and, news networks putting out stuff that turn us against each other is really the root of all evil. And man, it's making people hate each other. So you just got to be careful out there and don't go hate nobody. Just go have a happy Halloween.
Right. There you go. Exactly. All right. So that's a good place to leave it. So,
well, a lot of fun. Thanks for having me, John. Glad we're able to do this.
Being here. Yeah. And everybody, let us know your picks down below. If you agree with us, add some movies to the comments for people to go see. So, hopefully this is released in enough time for you guys to go look for some of these movies. If you're interested in watching them, try everything, YouTube and all that stuff to find some of these rare ones.
Tubi is a good place. Tubi has a ton of great horror movies. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. There you go. So, all right. Okay, everybody. Thanks. I really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next video. So bye, everybody. Bye.
Oh, my Ringo Starr.
Peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. I am not a crook. Peace and love.